I'm hosting a dinner tonight for my more distinguished fans. They wanted a meet and greet with the new American woman after the release of my movie, The Temptress. I've even invited Charlie Chaplin, who I heard is considering me for a role in his movie, The Circus. Wonderful to have you, Charlie.
Wonderful to be here, Miss Garbo. What a beautiful home. Oh, I know, exotic home for an exotic woman.
Thank you, Charlie. How's Lita doing?
Well, she didn't take the split very well.
I'm sorry, what a tragedy. I had no idea.
Well, life's a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot.
I say, leave the tragedy to the professionals. Tragedy is for Shakespeare. And I know what you're thinking, just like everyone else. You think I'm going to fail and I can't do it. But the only way to do it is to do it. And there's a first for everything, right? The Pacific isn't that big, and the flight's been done before. Why do people keep saying it won't end well? If Charles Lindbergh can do it, so can I. It's not like I've never flown before either. I placed third in the Monaco to Cleveland Women's Air Derby. All I want is for people to have faith in my decision. I haven't even started planning yet, and it's all the rage. People will grasp onto whatever they can to avoid their miserable little lives. Not me. I like adventure.
Did you go to the horse race this Sunday?
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go.
Just excuse me 1 minute. Let me grab the door. I'll be right back.
Yeah, how's your cigar? Well, life's a comedy.
Mr. Fairbanks, what are you doing?
Man, a man that's about to do something has to keep in high gear all the time. Can we get subtitles on these?
Oh, how I'd cry, oh, how I'd cry, if you got tired and said goodbye, more than I'd show.
And I. Shh! But I. Shh!
Light me. So, have you attended the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Oh, not yet. Some indecency always interferes with our plan.
You know, maybe they'll try to spruce it up a bit. Add a plane show or two.
I was there the first year. What was that, 2 years?
Not to interrupt, Charlie. I would offer you all a drink, but they're hard to get, you know.
If there's a will, there's a way. One time, in the middle of filming for The Guacho.
Hey, you got a bottle? Atta girl. I thought the only alcohol was in that speakeasy out of town.
Had to meet with the big cheese himself to get it. Thought it was worth saving for later, but for now, would anyone like an iced tea?
I wouldn't mind the glass. Do you have any lemon?
Coco Chanel.
I'm Coco Chanel, but you probably already knew that. You know me by my classy designs that all the classy women are wearing. I mastered my craft in my teen years in an orphanage after my father left. Now I'm married to my designs. Always the designer, never the bride.
Hello, darling. What an interesting dress you have.
The poor girl just needs a little black dress. Is that too much to ask? Some women just don't have it. That's why she has a costume designer.
Who invited? Charlie, wonderful to see you again.
Listen, I wasn't exactly invited to this gathering. I only came to see if Charlie would put my new lines in his movie. I need the promotion. I hope he's easily convinced. I don't know how much longer I can be around such poor fashion sense.
Charlie, I hear that Greta here may be the star of your new movie. Oh, well, she does have an excellent chance of getting the role. Oh, well, yes, very good. How would you feel about featuring my new line, Chanel No. 5, in your new movie?
I organized this to spend some good time with some quality friends. Not listen to some primpy little thing walk up here and tell me how to dress myself and try to organize my costume before I've even gotten the part. I'm sure you'll consider it, right, Charlie?
I suppose if it needs the help.
Needs the help?
My line does not need the help. If anything, it would help you. I have places to be. And Greta, my dear, a girl should be two things, classy and beautiful. And you, my dear, are neither.
Anyone who has a continuous smile on their face conceals a toughness that's almost frightening.
Beauty's always skin deep, but ugly goes straight down to the bones.
Can I refresh anyone's drinks?
Nah, I'm alright. But I'd love to hear more about your movie, Mr. Chaplin. You see, back in the day, I was the star of The Guacho. Mary and I were the pride of the screen. The swashbuckling young strap and his delicate dame.
Well, I would love to tell you all about it. I've been practicing with skills for big scene. I actually have to walk 40 feet.
Hey, excuse me, ma'am. See, I was out back by the old ball field and I was getting interviewed by the papers. They were taking snapshots of me hitting and it seems one of my home runs landed in your backyard.
Wait a second. You're Babe Ruth, aren't you? Shut up, come on in.
I don't know how they do it. They just keep running.
Amazing. I really wish I could go to one. Babe Ruth? My God, it's an honor. Why, just last week, you went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs against your old team, the Red Sox. How do you do it, man?
It was the great Harry Frazee, you see? He's the one who sold me to the Yanks. What a pushover he was. Wait a second. This ain't no ordinary party. You're Dorothy. You're Charlie Chaplin. And you're the great Greta Garbo. 1 minute, I'm getting interviewed by the local paper. And they're just going on and on about how I changed the ball game with my swings. I mean, sure. I got 16 home runs and beat the record in a season. But I just play my heart out. Baseball is the greatest game in the world. And it deserves the best you can give. I was just swinging along, and all of a sudden it got away from me. I went to go get it, and all of a sudden I'm surrounded by a bunch of celebrities. Though I've never quite had an urge to meet that Chaplin fellow, he seems quite strange. Yeah, let me teach you how to play baseball, okay? Simple.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must be the entertainment. I'll be right back. Continue.
Keep going.
All right, whatever. So, there's
Baseball.
9 positions, right? So we've got the pitcher.
Hello, Josephine. It's a pleasure to have you. Please join us.
Baseball is not just...
Hello, everyone. The life of the party and your entertainment is here.
I figured some good music couldn't hurt a good party.
Lovely. Where did you find her?
Wait, Josephine? As in Josephine Baker? She is an exotic piece. Wait, what part are you from France?
I don't know. I think she...
Who could that be? I didn't realize you invited anyone else.
It must be my special delivery. Let me go check on that.
Did someone order a box of booze fresh from the juice joint?
Capone, I wasn't expecting to see you again. I would, invite you inside, but I'm sure you're busy.
Don't mind if I do. Normally I don't stop for dinner parties, but I don't have anyone to shoot or stab tonight, so why not? How's it going?
Oh, look at the time. We should probably get going.
Oh, but you must stay. Please, take a seat.
Oh, well, I suppose.
So, Capone, I hear they call you Scarface?
Don't
back
you
in-
ever call me that name unless you want to sleep with the fishes.
People call me Scarface because I was sitting on a babe at a bar one night when her brother pulls a knife on me. Cut my face up real bad. The name's stuck ever since.
One more drink and I'll be under the host. Wait, where's Miss Earhart?
You could say.
Summer of 1922, I was on the set of The Guacho, and a crew of burglars threatened my sweetheart. That was the first time I got threatened to be sent to the fishes. The first I sidestepped, and...
So, Josephine, I heard you were in Paris. I've been there a few times myself. It must be a different scene as a performer.
Oh, well, if you insist. Life as an entertainer has its ups and downs, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Have you always been a dancer?
Well, no.
I'm used to the attention. As a performer, everyone knows who you are. But people always want to know where you came from, and my story is unique. I grew up poor on the streets of New York. But one day, I decided to learn how to dance. I got a couple jobs on some Broadway shows, but I didn't really do that well in America. They don't like no African-American performers
Paris
here.
was wonderful. I was one of the most famous performers there.
So why did you come back to America?
Oh, you know, I just missed it here. America's great. America is awful. I came back from Paris expecting to flourish in America, but instead, all I encountered were racists who wanted me out of this business. But I can't tell them that. I need to keep my image up as a thriving African-American performer.
I know she really can't think America's that great. There's so much pressure on African-American actors and performers. That woman just wants to live her life doing what she loves. She probably doesn't even feel like we want her here. That's outrageous. You know, I've been talking about this issue with my fellow writers at the Algonquin Round Table, and we decided that this is much more complicated than people know. You know, I was actually thinking about writing an article in Vanity Fair about the issue, about that president. It's all his fault, and we need to do something about this. Well, we're all very glad to have you here.
How wonderful performing life must be.
This is the last straw.
Did you hear anything?
No, in fact I didn't. Did the violin stop?
Unfortunately it did. It's time for me to return home. It's been an eventful evening. I must go. Oh, and I'll see you later, babe.
Oh, I just remembered I got a game at Josephina's.
Well, it's been a real pleasure. You wouldn't happen to have a back door, would you? Stand up.
Excuse me?
Stand up.
I don't normally take hostages on my own. When I do, it's classy.
I was never here.
This would make a damn good movie one day. As long as I'm the star.
Organize the, nope.
Oh, well. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, but you must stay.